Square Enix.
Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to a brand new series, which, in the wise words of Job from Arrested Development, I can only call huge mistake. Welcome to Let's Play Drakengard. Maybe you are aware, and if you're watching this, you probably are, that Drakengard is the very beginning of the Nier franchise. And with Nier Remastered coming out this year, or have already coming out by the time that this goes out, I thought it would be a good idea to try to give this a rundown.
It is an ancient time, and dragons still roam upon the earth. Two great powers, the Union and the Empire, wage fierce war for the control of a goddess who protects the harmony of the world. In only a short time, the Empire has become powerful beyond reckoning, and now it turns to attack the castle where the Union safeguards the goddess. The world teeters on the brink of chaos. Its fate now lies in the hands of one man.
Okay. See, Chapter 1, Beginnings.
It begins.
Pretty eye.
Chapter 1, Verse 2. Kaim and his Union soldiers battle towards the castle to protect Furia, goddess of the sea and Kaim's only sister. The Empire murdered Kaim's parents and destroyed his kingdom. Now it assaults the very castle where his sister is safeguarded. With revenge cold in his heart, Kaim hurls himself at the army of the Empire. Verse 1 was the cinematic. Drakengard is structured in a really interesting way. We can look at the menu later on, but for now,
Lord Kaim, the Empire has surrounded the castle!
welcome to the bleakness that is Drakengard. The goddess Furia's castle is surrounded. Feel the commander's march with the target symbol and something. Hint, press R3 by clicking the right analog stick to view the map and game options. Let me reiterate that. This game maps the menu to R3. And this is as much of an indication as any of how incredibly stupid this game actually is. And yeah, this game is not very good. I need to be very honest with you and say that like right out of the gate. This is not a game you want to actually play, so good on you for finding a let's play of it. I'm also not very good at it. When I was a kid, I must have been, I don't know, 16 or something. So not exactly a kid. But I played this game before, and I completed it all the way to the end, like 100%, as I have a very faint hope of doing again for this Let's Play. But to be honest, some of the requirements are kind of dickish, and I'm not entirely sure if I can still play this game to completion. Like, I just don't know if I can play it that well anymore.
The Empire is too strong.
Drakengard is not a like super hard game, but it is difficult enough that some of the requirements for the 100% true ending are pretty unforgiving. And it's also a grindtastic game. So there is a ton of grinding that needs to be done in this game. And yeah, the combat is it's this. And it's not going to get any better than this at any real point. So yeah, we hit square to swing, and sometimes we do triangle to do a thing.
Show no mercy. Attack!
And it's kind of just that. And it is just this for a very long time. And for the first few episodes, for this session and maybe the next, I have some things that I want to talk about. But for the future, like as soon as we enter chapter 2, I really don't know how I'm going to deal with hours. And let me be very, very specific about that. Hours of this, of these graphics and this gameplay and this music, which I actually super enjoy, but it is acquired taste for sure.
Your sister, I mean the goddess Furii, is in the castle.
There is an interesting tidbit of information about the soundtrack of this game, which is I know there are some tracks that were composed specifically for it, but Drakengard's soundtrack is a lot of sampling work. So these orchestral textures that we are hearing, they are actually recordings of classical pieces that the composer and sound designer put together for the game to create this sort of cacophony that accompanies the murdering that you are going to do in this game, which I find oddly fitting. I don't know, it's the soundtrack of this game is probably the best part of it, like unironically. And I mean that technically, because the best part of this game is actually its storytelling. And that seems like a weird thing to say, but yeah, the storytelling of this game is really, really good. And when I say storytelling, I don't mean the actual story, I mean the way in which the story is told. Literally storytelling, not its narrative. The narrative of Drakengard is pretty cliche in certain ways. It's a very interesting subversion of those cliches, but it kind of ends up becoming cliche in just another way. But still, it is still an interesting exploration of some themes. And this also turns out to be where I have the biggest problem with people when they decide to talk about this game, which is they talk about the narrative more than they talk about the storytelling. And the narrative is interesting, the characters are interesting, and by the way, our protagonist here, Kain, best boy. If you think this series, and in this series I am including Nier, is good because of 2B or because of Onisan Nier,
Lord Inuart is with the goddess. The castle's under attack! Please help us!
or Papa Nier, you are wrong. The greatest thing about this series is undoubtedly our boy Kain right here. And if you ever attempt to describe, hint. When Kain's weapon flashes, press the magic attack button, default triangle, to unleash a long-range finishing blow. Yeah, that's what I've been doing this entire time. Oh, nice. That is our dash attack. It's this. This is the long-range attack thing. We are going to abuse this a lot. We're also going to abuse magic a lot. We're going to abuse everything a lot because this game's not very good. So yeah, the shorter we can be playing this for, the better. And I actually have some extra thoughts in regards to this sentiment, but I'll save them for later. Anyway.
Empire rats. We shall feed the ravens.
Anyway, again. So if you ever try to describe the character of Kain, whoa, what's up? To anyone, you are likely to put them off because oh yeah, we have a dodge. I always forget about that. We also have a block. I forget about these things. I imagine that as I play the game, I will hopefully remember to do these things more often because they are quite necessary by the end of the game. Or even by the end of this stage, apparently. Because I'm taking my sweet ass time doing this first stage of the game. Anyway, my ambition for this session is to finish chapter 1, which, by the pace that I'm going so far, seems like a very, very ambitious goal. But anyway, let's try our best. I'm also trying to... There is a ton of people on this map. Trying to kill everyone would be insane. I would spend... The timer would run out, probably. Oop. And we don't want that. We don't want the timer to run out. The timer is not long by any means. I mean, it's not short by any means. It's like an hour. But if you do try to kill everybody at this incredible pace that we are going for right now, you are definitely going to run out of time. Pretty sure about that. Oh, come on, dude. What's up? Stay in a place so that I can hit you.
They're within the castle walls. Your sister, I mean her ladyship, the goddess.
Yeah, what's up? The enemies in the castle and Imperial guards block the gates. Defeat them and recover the porculus key. Sure, that's a word. Let's keep going forward. Let's enjoy Kain's triple S tier voice acting while it lasts. Spoiler warning. Let's see, what's up?
The Empire soldiers have caught a dragon in the castle bailey.
Come on, dudes. Ooh. Come on, I blocked that. I totally blocked that. Oh, God damn it. I hope I don't get totally wrecked and killed in the very first stage of the game. That would be unfortunate. Oh. Yeah, maybe you can see why I'm not exactly super looking forward to doing hours upon hours of this. But yeah, with the release of the remastered of Nier, I believe a lot of new people that got introduced into Nier with Automata are going to make the jump to Drakengard, which, as you can see, is a mistake. You should not play this game. But yeah, that's what I'm here for. I play it so you don't have to. You have the key, now enter the castle. As soon as I kill these people. And this is just me role-playing Kain to the truest extent of my capabilities. Just, no, I'll get it in a second. Let me just murder some more people. Let's see.
Protect her. Protect Furiai.
Mission complete, there we go. How long did that take? 9 minutes, Jesus Christ, okay. 166 kills, not bad. Gotta level up. Obtain the weapon. Bone Breaker, the magic attack is Ymir's Fang. Select weapons to carry into battle. Select a weapon from the list, blah blah blah, right place, put it into the Fang. Here we are, our free weapon. Let's see how it looks when we have it all at level 4. There are the stats if you want it, and let's go for the story. This simple common axe is made of a shaft hewn from plain oak and head cast crudely from pig iron. A simple common old blacksmith made it at the beginning of the year in order to open the door of an old shed. Inside the simple, common shed, the old man saw piled high before him the jumbled bones of more men than he could count. He told no one of this. This simple, common axe, made by the simple, common, old blacksmith, came to be called Bone Breaker. This is another thing I need to figure out how to do. I need to figure out a way to deal with the weapons. Maybe I will intersperse something here.
A dragon.
Kill me if you desire, but you can never dirty my soul, wretched human.
Tell me, do you still want to live, dragon?
What?
A pact! There's no other way!
What makes you worthy of a pact with me?
Worthy or not, I wish to live. Despise me if you will, but I shall not die. Your answer, a pact or death?
Chapter 1, verse 4. Inside the castle, Kain finds before him a dragon, the proud beast cruelly feathered. His parents were murdered by a dragon, but Kain knows that a pact will give him the power he needs to battle the Empire, and the dragon knows that only a pact can save its life. In the besieged castle, the dying pair make the fateful decision to live. Let's see what's up.
You interrupt us! Go back to hell, hyenas!
So there are some audio glitches in this game, but the greatest thing about its soundtrack is that the sound is so choppy that maybe you won't even notice outside of like speaking lines. So this is Bone Breaker. Bone Breaker is okay. Honestly, I prefer to just use Time Sword. I'm gonna get hit there. Oh, managed to save it. Or not. I think in this stage we actually have to kill everybody, so let's try to do the best we can. Which includes probably not missing magically horribly. Not terribly good at that. Yeah, just juggle him. That's a... Ooh. I love when I confuse the dodge button with something else.
Come now, taste the steel of my sword.
There we go. Yeah, just like... This is the most inane combo possible. It is literally one square in triangle. Gameplay. What's up? Anyway. The weapons have levels, and the way to level them up is just to kill people. Time Sword is probably one of the worst swords in the game, but it's okay enough, at least for the first couple of stages in the game. And if we can get some levels into it, that would be great. Come on, what do we have? More stuff. So, I think I was mentioning this before, Drakengard is a game that, up to a point, requires grinding. Up to a great point, actually. You cannot...
A pact? With that which killed my parents?
To unlock the final ending of the game, yeah, sure. You have to level all of the 65 weapons in the game to level 4. And that is a lot of killing. That is a lot of killing. And the quickest and most profitable, quote-unquote, way to do that is by replaying these first couple of missions. Wow, that was a thing that just happened. However, that is insanely boring, and I don't know. I am unsure about how I'm going to deal with that, to be honest with you. But let's see. I'll do what I can. But the prognostic is not super. I'm not particularly hyped about this task that I am putting for myself. Let's go. There we go.
I shall not die.
Where do you have more things? On the other side, right? Yeah, there we go. So yeah, once in a while, the sound in this game will glitch a little bit. But with the soundtrack of this game being what it is, that's pretty interesting that you can barely notice if somebody's not speaking. And because of the way that the game is structured, if somebody is caught in a glitch while they're speaking, I can pretty easily go back and replace that footage. At least I think so. I'm actually gonna try that. I am basically setting myself up for a huge amount of work with this Let's Play. And that's also accounting for the fact that I will not be grinding all of the weapons on screen. Obviously, that would be insane. But I don't know what I'm gonna do with completing them. What I really want to do is, as soon as we unlock a weapon,
You live so that you may kill. Like all of your race. Still alive, you're blessed by the devil's luck. A pact with you.
I would like to show it at its true potential, but that would require me to play the game twice, essentially. And I don't know if you caught up with this fact at this point, but Drakengard is not a very good game. So I don't know how I'm gonna do that. Yeah, okay. Let's see. Oh, I didn't get to level 3. God damn it. Too bad. Oh, we got level 2 sword. So yeah, we can increase the level of the sword by killing enemies. And if all goes well, and all must go well, we will put every single weapon to level 4 so that we can unlock the true ending of the game.